How's it going, everyone? Tim here, TRD Adventures. Hope everyone's all well out there. As always, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. I have just really kind of enjoying taking just a little bit of time off from the videos and just getting out, enjoying the hobby and kiddo and life. Just kind of got pretty busy there for a little bit. So we're trying to get back on a regular track. Also hoping to get the live stream back up and going on Thursday nights here in maybe a week or two. But in the meantime, let's talk about the next comp I'm going to, which will be the 7th Annual King of Missouri. Super excited. We're just a couple weeks out from that. It is from August 26th through August 28th at Flat Nasty Off-Road Park in Missouri. So super excited for that. We got to go last year and had an absolute blast. Super fun courses, tons of driving, and just tons of great people to hang out with as always. So first off, let's talk a little bit about the schedule of events for King, Missouri. They got posted up here on the Facebook event page, and I will share that in the description below. So first off, we're going to start Friday. Tech opens at 10 a.m., drivers meeting at 11:30, and then Class 1 and 3 courses, they'll start at noon on Friday, and then they will run till about 6 o'clock, and then the concourse will get started, and I think possibly a night run either Friday night or Saturday night. I know there's been some talk of it, and also some other events getting added in as well. And then take it over to the following day. Saturday will be Class 2. Class 2 drivers meeting starting at 8, and courses are going to open up at 9. There will be some bouncer action, a 1-9 and a 2-2 class, and those hills will get up and running about noon. Then get all that done through the day, do a bunch of math to get everything added up, and about 7 o'clock that night, time for some awards, trophies, raffles, and then a night run afterwards. And then if you're sticking around for Sunday as well, there will be some mini, sporty, and MOA action going on. Drivers meeting at 8, courses open up for those at 9. I unfortunately don't have a mini, sporty, or anything built. I just haven't got around to getting that. I really need to get a sporty going and do a bunch of research and get some stuff going on that. Maybe soon, who knows. Cost for the event, be $40 per person, and that is for the entire event. That's to enter as many classes as you can in, and kids 10 and under for this event are free. So let's hop into some rules for Class 1, 2, and 3. Ready to rock and roll here, so let's make sure everything's good. So first up for Class 1. Class 1 must be a hard body to run at this event. It must be injected molded, metal or hand built from styrene, or a 3D printed style body. No vacuum formed bodies allowed. That includes vacuum formed styrene and Lexan, etc. So must be a true actual hard body. It must have a metal flat skid chassis with bolt-on or welded-on shock hoops, no twin vertical plates. Well, that is same rule as normal Class 1. The frame rails have to be metal, and the shock hoops have to either be bolted on or welded on, and it must be a flat type style skid plate. Next up, it must run a chassis mounted servo and must have full width front and rear chassis mounted bumpers. Widest part of the windshield needs to be for the front. So however wide your windshield is, needs to be a front bumper and your rear bumper there. Max tire size is 4.2 tires, and tires must have half tire coverage by the body. No MOA axles, and 40 points to run. We'll be using Sorka rules to get those points. No tire modifications allowed, no dig or rear steer. Pretty basic and standard Class 1 rules, with the exception this is requiring a hard body. Small tires, 4.2 or less, tire coverage, front and rear bumpers, same standard Class 1 rules. So you've met the Class 1 hard body rule. You have the correct chassis. You have a chassis mounted servo. You have full width front and rear bumpers. You have your small tires. You have your tire coverage taken care of. None of the illegal mods, MOAs, tire mods, dig or rear steer. So what's left to get it legal for Class 1? Make it be a 40-point Sorka truck. Points won't be put into scores and stuff like that, but it must be a 40-point truck. To get those points, you just go through a Sorka sheet and add up your points like you would if you were going to a full Sorka event. Now mine is a 60-point Sorka Class 1, so we are good there. Plenty of room to spare. Now, with a full hard body, chassis mounted servo, and just a few things, it's pretty easy to hit 40 points, so it's not a huge deal. We go for Class 1, full metal front and rear bumpers. We have small tires. We have tire coverage. We have a full hard body, chassis mounted servo. We have all the good stuff and all the points. So for Class 2, let's see what we got to have. Must have front and rear chassis mounted bumpers. Max tire size 4.9. 6 scale points to run. No tire mods are allowed. no MOA axles, no twin vertical plate chassis, no dig or rear steer. So pretty basic and simple and to the point. Must have front and rear chassis mount bumpers, check and check. Max tire size of 4.9, running the 1.9 Tuscan there at 4.75 tire, so we're good and check. 6 scale points to run, even with the Lexan body. I have plenty of options here. We got the winch, hook, exhaust, rack, D-rings. We'll have rotors put back on the wheels. We're good there. More than enough scale items to run. No tire mods, check. They are just how they are out the bag. No MOA, twin vertical, or dig or rear steer. So all that's pretty basic. I've mentioned before, so something like King, Missouri, I don't necessarily need a full 60-point truck. I don't need my hard body and stuff like that. I can just kind of strip it down. You know, the chassis basically stays the same, but we picked up a new Lexan body here. This is a Traxxas hot rod body. I was able to do some aggressive cutting and get everything nice and low. Trimmed everything right here at the door lines, trimmed those steps that come off this body, and was able to just get everything nice, low, lightweight. I don't need interior, so we can just put the stickers on the window and call it a day. And just like that, pretty simple. So let's take a look at Class 3. So we have the G-Brock here for Class 3. So no 1.9 XL tires. Can be a 1.9 sidewall as long as they are cut and shut tire, at least 5.2 inches tall. So there is a tire minimum for the event. 5.2 inches tall is the minimum for Class 3 at King of Missouri. Tire modifications obviously are legal. It states so in the rules. Flat rail chassis or tube chassis vehicles. No twin vertical plates. No MOA axles. Four-wheel steer or dig are allowed. Not both on the same course. Must have a front chassis mounted bumper and must have 6 scale items to run. So just like that, again, pretty cut, dry, and simple to the point. So first off, tires minimum of 5.2 inches. We are good here with some cut and shut Hyraxes. These are measuring at 5.25 inches tall. These are 1.9 Hyraxes made into 2.2 Hyraxes. It is a flat rail chassis there. We have none of the negatives, and we only have four-wheel steer on here, so I don't have to worry about accidentally using another one. Must have a front chassis mounted bumper. We are good there. And then 6 scale items to run, so it's good. It has plenty of things on it. Unlike Class 2, Class 3 staying the same. It's staying with the hard body. 1, just this, what I have left of the bug cab, does not weigh that much. And honestly, I can't find another like Lexan half cab that kind of just fits appropriately and will look kind of decent. The bed here is integrated and mounted to the body. So honestly, it's just kind of a pain in the butt to change the body and setup. That'll wrap up Class 3. Now back to the scheduled events. Class 1 and 3 are on Friday. Class 2 and Bouncer is on Saturday. And now on Sunday, if you are there for Sunday, Sunday will be the Mini, MOA, and Sporty. And if you are looking to build for those or compete in those, they are using the WRCCA rule set. And in addition, also for the scaled classes, I mentioned the tire band list. The tire band list can be found in SORCA and the WRCCA rule list as well. Now, on to a little bit of the Bouncer action if you're looking to just send it Saturday, as I will hopefully as well, and hopefully not destroy too much stuff. I'll go over the Bouncer rules here. The Bouncer event will be running 3 separate classes: plastic chassis, metal chassis, and 1.9 chassis rail. Metal and plastic chassis, max 2 driven axles, so no 6x6s, just your regular standard 2-axle vehicles. Max is a 2.2 wheel and a 6-inch tall tire. No 2/3 split diameter wheels. No paddles. Unlimited power and size. So big old motor, have at it. Then moving on down to the frame rail class, again, 2 max driven axles, no 6x6s. Max is a 1.9/4.75 tire. No paddles. Here, TRX4, SCX10, VS410, etc. Something like that. Max is a 14-inch wheelbase. Also down into axles. Max width for the axles are SCX10 or TRX4 with axles. No AR60. So your standard 10-2 style axles or some of your portals. So I will be getting involved in both of those, in both 2.2 and the 1.9. For 2.2, we will be running the BGR Wraith, which is my normal TTC truck, but it can do some bouncing stuff too, so we'll let that rip. And for 1.9, I will be using the Gatekeeper. Really looking forward to that event as well on Saturday, because the Bouncer event last year was just an absolute blast. There we were all just having a good old time, just watching the carnage. Hopefully I won't get crazy and hit a cameraman this year, because I felt really bad about that last year. But In the meantime, we're looking forward to it. If you have King, Missouri on the agenda and planning on going, hope to see you there and have a good time. I'm getting really excited. I said about 2 weeks out from the time this video is uploaded. And in the meantime, just little things here and there, a little maintenance, and we're good to go. And I will link King, Missouri down below in the description. Again, if you have any questions, you can go on the event page, go through the discussion, all the rules are in there, and some other topics and stuff like that. So, in the meantime, everyone, have a great one and crawl on.